Hi guys, Fire Plays here and welcome back to another YouTube video on the channel. And today guys, we are going to be continuing my Adelaide Crows My Coach Tree Mode. Alright guys, and in today's episode we are going to be versing the Hawthorn Hawks at University of Tasmania Stadium down in Tassie. Now obviously this is really exciting and it's going to be a pretty good matchup as well. Now again, if you haven't gone and checked out last week's episode, please go ahead and do so now. I'm about to spoil it here. But yeah, I'll just give you guys a moment to go ahead and do that, and while you guys are just clicking off this video, this round we've got 55-28 Giants winning. West Coast winning at the Cattery does not have very often happen. Swans beating Suns at Metricon, Lions smashing the Blues, Richmond getting over the D's, and Freo smashing the Roos. So here we go. So last week we had a very close affair with the Freo Dockers as I turned up the difficulty to make it a lot harder, and last week it was most certainly that, 76-73. Very good battle in the end, and we just came out on top in a very good third quarter is what got us away. Jimmy Rowe kicking 4 goals when the game was on the line. Now today we've got Hawthorn. Now Hawthorn, this is going to be a really good matchup. Just because they're 7th and we are in 3rd place, we have not yet lost a game, and I do think that is about to change very, very, very soon. Difficulty goes up, and stakes go up as well. So talking about stakes, we're going to be hopping into stakes in just a little bit of a minute. Right now, going to be going through the match objectives. So 4 smothers, 3 goal assists, 36 handballs. That's today's challenges. Now we've got pre-game prediction, which will be coming up later. But for now, for stakes, win, go top of the table, well, stay undefeated pretty much, and then lose and you could be not really under threat. You'd probably still be top 3-ish area, so you're still tracking okay. So if we lose, it doesn't really matter today, although it could matter in the future. Now we're going to be going into team selection in just a minute. We're going to be hopping into the inbox and we're going to be reading the messages, so don't need that. But Fogarty was suspended for a week. Standout performers from the Dockers were O'Brien, Rowe and Walker. Fogarty is back, so Fogarty is going to be back this week. Murphy will be back as well. Hawthorn have won 3 games. McAvoy is in red hot form. Time to go to team selection for another week. Now, we've got no injuries, which is a good thing, and no, we do have one player at the tribunal, which is Braden Cook. We'll go guilty plea. Still the one game that he'll be out for. Hawthorn have got Nash and Pepper out on the suspension list, and on the injury list they have got Wingard, Impey and Hardigan. So Hardigan will not be playing against his former team. And now pretty much picking our team today, it is always a hard one to pick, just because we've got so many players that want to make the team, and it's so hard just picking a couple of players in particular that can actually go and make the team. So this week I have decided to omit Haitley. Haitley will not be playing. We're going to be going on more of a forward line kind of thing. So I'm putting Murphy in. This is how our forward line is going to look today. Fogarty, Walker, Rachele, Seedsman, Thilthorpe, Murphy. Now Taylor, will he play? I mean, I'll give him the chance to play. Actually, I've liked what Taylor's done, but where did the man go? I can't find him anymore. Jackson Haitley. He's just too good. He just has to play today. Actually, nah. We'll give someone else a chance. We will give, I know Shannon Humphries has said this for a little while, go Frampton or McAdam. So we'll go Billy Frampton to play on the bench today, adding a little bit of extra adding a little bit of extra height to our lineup. And I'm pretty happy with that. Through the midfield, we're going pretty well. We're rocking well. And then into the defence line, I've been very happy with Elliot Himmelberg's real grow as well. And then Will Hamill has been fantastic in the back line as well. I've been pretty happy with his efforts. So that is going to be it for this. Now we're going to be hopping into the game, and this one will be an exciting one. You guys can leave your predictions down in the comment section. Don't forget, you have until the first bounce to enter. Now, prediction time. I would go yellow, but I think we would probably colour clash if we were to go yellow. So I'm going to say, though, that my prediction is that the Hawks will beat us. It's going to be down at UTAS. It's going to be a tough match. I'm going to say the Hawks will beat us, though. And they're going to get the job done convincingly by 22 points. You guys can leave your predictions down in the comment section. My prediction is Hawks by 22 points. I'll see you guys at UTAS Stadium for the Hawks and the Crows, though. Live from the Fireplace TV channel. See you there. Guys, you don't have too much longer left to enter your tips, so make sure that you comment down this timestamp and your prediction. Again, getting it close or right will receive a mini shout out. Well, we'll receive a shout out or a mini shout out next episode. Alright guys, so here we go, hopping into things here. Hawks, Crows, tipping now has closed. You cannot tip anymore. Here come the Crows out, here go the Hawks. Now this is the Anzac Day match as well, so even more fuel to the fire here on Anzac Day. It's the Crows and the Hawks. Bombers Pies shall follow in this game. Now the O'Brien straight out of the middle. Here we go. High tackle by Blake Hardwick already. And the Adelaide Crows are straight into things here. So that now that Riley O'Brien's got a good chance here. And he hasn't quite kicked it that well. It might not have, it doesn't have the distance on it. Although Walker out the back. And it's going to be a rush behind by James Sicily. So both teams managed to miss that ball. That was a decent chance to get out. Now they're Rochelle. That's good. This is good play by the Adelaide Crows so far. Here's Josh Rochelle. Rochelle can nail the first one home for the Adelaide Crows today. And he's just going to run in. And thank you very much, would say Josh Rochelle right now, as he puts through the first goal for the Adelaide Crows. A nice running goal. No one was really ahead of him, so he's had the open goal to himself. He could have run even further to make it even more certain, but it was certain enough there, and the Crows get the first of the game. And then now, they opt not to go through the middle again. Jordan Dawson now can just send the ball back inside forward 50. Jimmy Rowe, that's his mark. Jimmy Rowe, he may have nailed the goal. That looks okay. And that'll get home for the Adelaide Crows. It's just picking up on the mistakes Hawthorn make. Harry Morrison, 50, just under 50 metre kick, and he's nailed that. They need to get their opportunities, the Hawks. They need to nail them if they're going to spend so much time in the defensive half. That was a good bit of play though, out of the middle. Mitchell now out here for Sandberry. He's just going to look to probably just go long to find some space as well. He looks to go back. Very risky here though, as Frampton was ready. He was ready to go. That's through. Billy Frampton, he has a small chance coming up into the senior team. And he makes the most of it and kicks a big goal. Hawthorn free kick. There's been a lot of playing. It's just been a lot of kicking and marking this game. That's what Hawthorn want. They want to play the possession game, and that is quarter time. So Hawthorn have been more interested in playing the possession game than scoring. That's why it's so low scoring here at quarter time. 1-2-8 Hawthorn plays 3-3-21 the Adelaide Crows. So the Adelaide Crows have led the entirety of this quarter. Hawthorn have not looked like, they've just been kicking and marking in their defensive side, and we've been able to pick up on turnovers. 6 touches for Thilthorpe, 4 for Murphy, 3 for Himmelberg, and a goal for Rochelle wrote Frampton. Harry Morrison is Hawthorn's only goal scorer, and now second term underway here from UTAS. It's the Crows and the Hawks. Ready to begin this second quarter here, and then now there's here for Matt Crouch. So you can have a little bit of a look here, and he'll give it a crack. That looks to be perfect by Matt Crouch. Fantastic by Matt Crouch. He was running. He didn't quite get the accelerator off, but look at that. And then from there, the left footer, that is fantastic. And Adelaide taking a bigger lead now. Needs a mark. Or just needs a goal here. Harry Morrison, he could create something. He could create something out of nothing. And Harry Morrison, that is fantastic. He's got 2 goals for the Hawks. What about that? That could be an early goal of the year contender as well, actually. Berry, Crouch, Tex, O'Meara spinning and turning. They need momentum this quarter, the Hawks. They need a lot of it to go their way. Out of the middle, was that Shields? No, that was Phillips. And he kicks a good goal for the Hawks. Handball's risky. That's very risky, especially when you got a man like Thilthorpe around who just cuts it off straight to Frampton, and he will kick the goal. Adelaide back out to a 15-point lead now. That was some nice play, and again, making the most of Hawthorn's turnovers from what you could almost call point length range. And then now that the handball comes in, that is not a very good handball, and Will Hamill gets a chance in the forward line. So then now he's going to snap it this time. Will Hamill? Will Hamill's going to try to snap. I'm not good at snaps. Although that snap goes through by Will Hamill. Fantastic stuff. Will Hamill in the forward line when he's normally in the defence. Amazing. And Matt Crouch to extend the lead. And I tell you what, he has most certainly done that. It is now 29 points here. Adelaide getting away in this second term. Now then, Matt Crouch has been taken high by Hartley. Imagine him slotting one from here. Matt Crouch. That looks to be okay. It's post line, but that's fine. Matt Crouch has put through an absolute perler from the boundary line. He's got 3 and he's having a day out at UTAS. Didn't quite work. Although Billy Frampton, he reckons that he can run for fun. Oh, what about that? A goal of the year contender from Billy Frampton in his return game for the Adelaide Crows. He has kicked 3. What about that for a goal? That is goal of the year contender. Now though, talking about that, Hawthorn go in and it's half time. So Adelaide have got a big lead. It's 42 points now, and Hawthorn, they've just again been making way too many defensive turnovers. But it's been a good game for 2 blokes in particular from the Adelaide Crows. Inside 50s, we are leading 7-21. Hawthorn have not been going inside 50 a lot. Disposals, they are leading by a lot as they have been tipping it around in their defence line. But it has been a very pressure game, but it's been mainly played in Adelaide's forward half most of the game. 7 touches for Thorpe, 6 O'Brien, 5 Murphy, but 3 goals for Crouch and Frampton. And let's go ahead and get this third term, second half underway here from UTAS Crows and the Hawks. Start would do. Himmelberg, again, I have talked about him today about how well he's been doing in his new defensive role. Although that is put forward ahead of 2 very dangerous men, Rochelle and Walker. And you do realise who's going to make an impact. Josh Rochelle. He goes to stabs it into the crowd and he's like, thanks for my second goal. Bit of a nothing sort of kick though, and Bruce can make the most of his chance. And he takes it, kicking a rare goal for the Hawthorn Hawks today. And they are off and away. I don't even think there's any Adelaide defender near. I don't think there's anyone inside forward 50s. That is a bit of a freebie kick. And Connor Nash will get his chance. Connor Nash has a chance in a very empty defensive line for the Crows, and he makes the most of it and he kicks a goal for the Hawks. That's their 5th goal for the Hawthorn Hawks. And now that Jimmy Rowe couldn't quite make the most of the opportunity, although Billy Frampton does. He's made the most of his opportunity at senior level, stepping up with 4 goals today. He's been amazing, probably one of the best on ground for the Adelaide Crows. He handballed it and then he went back to go and get it himself. And the quick release kick was fantastic. Hey, Harry Morrison, that's a chance. That's good by Harry Morrison, and exactly what the Hawks needed there. Right before he was going to get the handball away. Now though, here go the Crows through Dawson. Pedler just handballs it back, although he gets it back. Guess who's waiting? Billy Frampton for goal number 5. Although he's going to be very unselfish, and he's going to give it to Jimmy Rowe. So Frampton could have kicked 5. He gives it over to Jimmy Rowe. One of the leading goal kickers this year, in fact. He's been pretty quiet today, and I'm pretty sure that is his, that's his 2nd for Jimmy Rowe. And he puts through a nice goal there. Outing from Cousins. Pedler has a chance here. Though so does Riley O'Brien. And now he puts that through. Makes Crows supporters very happy as he kicks the goal. Riley O'Brien, that'll be his 1st for the afternoon, and he also would be one of the best ons today for the Adelaide Crows. Although out the back, chance, Chills makes the most of it and he kicks a goal. And in the forward line, out the back, Darcy Fogarty, thank you very much is what he would say now. Darcy Fogarty's got his 1st goal of the match, and Crows just extend their lead. Although now he's got a good chance here to make the most of it, and right on 3/4 time. It's a behind, and the Crows lead the Hawks by 52 though. 7-2-44 plays 14-12-96. Frampton's kicked 4 goals, Crouch 3. It's been a good game for the Crows. Morrison's been very good though for the Hawks, kicking the 3 goals. And 11 touches for O'Brien, 10 for Thilthorpe, 8 for Seaman. Here we go. Final term underway. Hawks Crows from UTAS. So the Hawks 50-metre kick. That looks okay and that will be fine. Tom Phillips gets the first of the term for the Hawthorn Hawks. Time, Rochelle. Now though, it's here for Seaman. Paul Seaman now. Just go in. He can just run in and dribble it home. Dribble it through. Paul Seaman has got his first of the match and he's been pretty good, Seaman. So he did deserve a goal and that is nice by the Adelaide Crows. O'Meara now to the middle of the ground where they could probably kick a goal and that is exactly what has happened. Luke Bruce from beyond 50 kicks a nice goal for the Hawks. Now though, here's Jimmy Rowe. Jimmy Rowe's been quiet, although we'd love another to add to the tally today. And that's exactly what happens for Jimmy Rowe. He kicks a nice goal, that's his third. And one of the leading goal kickers for the Adelaide Crows as well, Jimmy Rowe. So he's got to get some goals on most occasions. And that will be a goal for the Hawks through Bramble. And he kicks a goal, as Lockie Bramble. Dawson, you could say he's been quiet today. Here's a chance. Not a bad kick off the boot. Frampton though is in the goal square. And that is another goal for his brilliant day for Billy Frampton. And he has kicked 5 superb goals today on an absolute day out for the Adelaide Crows. Goal here for the Hawks, kicking it just outside the goal square. Connor Nash kicks it. He's manned up now though. Murphy probably could have marked rather than spoiled. Although now Dawson runs around, but that'll end the game and the Adelaide Crows are big winners today. So Hawthorn 11-2-68 plays Adelaide 17-15, 117. It was a big game for the Adelaide Crows. Now an additional vote today will be going to Riley O'Brien. He's already won a vote today, is Riley O'Brien. Now, 5 goals for Frampton, 3 for Crouch, 3 for Rowe, 12 touches for O'Brien, 10 for Thilthorpe, 10 for Pedler. The Hawks, 17 for Sicily, 15 for Frost, 14 for Jaff. They were their defenders. They spent a lot of time kicking it around in the defence. Adelaide picked up on that and they managed to get a lot of scores from turnovers. We smashed them in inside 50s. They were just not getting the ball inside forward 50 enough. They were always kicking it backwards, so then we could just get turnovers and score pretty quickly off of them. Tackles, we were applying a lot of pressure, and they made a lot of clangers, and so did we. We always make clangers. It's just a Crows tradition. They were playing a more marking style game. We were playing more get and go kind of style. That's what works for us. But it was a brilliant game overall, though. And yeah, we smashed the hit out. So additional vote to Riley O'Brien. Now 5 votes today. It's going to be very interesting. Now I've got some players that I would really like to give it to. So the first player that's going to get 3 votes today is Billy Frampton. Like 5 goals, you haven't played in the team this year. That's just fantastic. Now my 2 votes today is going to go to Riley O'Brien. And then my 1 vote today. Now I've been debating between 2 people, and that's been Matt Crouch and Matt Crouch and Paul Seaman. Now, both these 2 players play very well. They played their position. Now, I'm going to say my final vote today, 1 vote is going to be going to Paul Seaman. Just think that he was a little bit better over Rory Sloane. Congratulations, though, to Jimmy Rowe and Matt Crouch kicking 3 goals as well. But yeah, 3 votes Frampton. Billy Frampton, 2 votes O'Brien, 1 vote Seaman, although Riley O'Brien still walks away with 3 votes, and we end up cashing in. Big winners today are the Adelaide Crows, and that is very good. Now, last thing that we're just going to go ahead and do is we are going to just check some emails, and we're going to finish it up there. Alright guys, so that was a very good game for the Adelaide Crows though. And walking away with a win, there's nothing better than that. And a big win of that, and there we are, top of the table, 6-0. Got the Giants next week at home. They could challenge us. They do have a very good list, the Giants, and they are right outside that 8 as well. Now, that is probably going to be it. I'm just going to go through a couple of things, and then yeah, so inbox, here we go. Match review. Standout performers were O'Brien, Frampton and Crouch. So important team Hawthorn can go. Braden Cook's suspension ends, so he'll be back next week to play. Alright. Giants, Lockie Whitfield is in red hot form, and Sandful, this does not make sense. Braden Cook's been suspended, like, oh my goodness. He will be returning next week though, will Braden Cook. Who's the unlucky player? You guys can decide in the comment section. Even if you do put in a thought, it doesn't mean it's going to happen, but it means that you're just letting me know an idea. Now, fixture, pretty much that's how the last round went. So Collingwood got over Essendon, and then Saints got over Port, and then Port got over the Lions, Collingwood defeated Suns, Essendon over Carlton, North over Melbourne, Western Bulldogs over the Tigers, Hawthorn over Saints, Swans over Cats. Now, career history. Looking perfect. Now, that is going to be it for today. Alright guys, now stat leaders, we are going to have a little look at this real quick. Where is Jimmy Rowe? So Jimmy Rowe, 15 goals, 6 behinds. He's currently second. Equal second with Sam Gray, Mason Cox. The top player is Will Hayward. So that is going to be it for today. Alright guys, that's going to be it for today's episode. I do hope you guys did enjoy this video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe and hit the notification bell. See you guys in another video on the channel. Thank you guys all so much for watching. So bye guys. Fireplays out.